It amazes me that something that we always learn about these 304s, and I'm not really surprised by it because they all do the same thing all the time. They all do the same thing all the time. And what I mean by that is they start off doing OnlyFans and adult films, and then throughout the years later, they'll come to religion and change up their status as if they're saved by the Holy Ghost, which we all know that's not really true at all. And if you have cameras, people recording your stuff to put on the internet for publicity and stunt, just to do it for attention, then it's obvious to me that you're not a Christian. You're just a person who uses videos to promote your OnlyFans. I mean, come on. We all see them do this stuff all the time. I can name like thousands upon thousands of women who used to do OF, then decided to quit and try to do something different. There's no saying, and I'll never forget that comment I saw on TikTok. Just because you quit doing stuff that you are known for doesn't mean you stop making money off of it. Because when you quit doing stuff, you're still getting money, you're still getting paid for that. Meaning that when you quit doing OnlyFans and adult films, you're still making money off of it. Why do you think Lana Rose, of all people, are asking people to delete all of her scenes from the internet, knowing that the internet is forever? People are not going to forget what you did. You will always be known as that 304 from your adult film days. If you're really about that, you wouldn't be doing it in the first place. If you really are Christian, you would have probably just given your life to Christ. Because if you put stuff on the internet of you getting naked and selling your punanis online for $5.99, then it's obvious to me that you're not really a changed person. So I'm sorry if this intro is longer. I don't usually do this though, but hey, somebody had to say it. So what are your thoughts on this, man? The link to the original video will be in the description. Let's get to it.
For drivers who need a service. Let's see what this house was. Just wanted to see if you need any help with your big load. These are all the guys. Come on down with us.
Look, we're all lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends. Oh God, have I chose the wrong crib?
Get ready with me for church. It's the best time to go to church when it's in between Christmas and New Year.
River TV.
Like, what?
What's up, guys? It's your girl River, and I'm back again with another video. So, Lily Phillips, okay, who is a well-known OF model, as well as an actress. She is going viral currently for basically getting baptized into the new year. So as you can see, she's like at like a church setting or whatever. She's getting baptized, all the situation. And, you know, this is very alarming.
You know, I had people on TikTok try to gaslight me into thinking that as Christians, we're supposed to forgive and give people a chance and not be so judgmental. As much as I agree to some of that extent, but there's no way in the world that I can ever believe that. When somebody does something stupid and horrible, like doing OnlyFans and putting yourself on the internet having sex, of course people are going to judge you regardless of that. And then they're going to try to say that, oh, I don't read my Bible. You know, you don't understand what Christians are about. Yeah, the gaslighting on that video of what I did that day was real. Like, I almost wanted to shut the comments off because I just can't take people accuse me of not being a Christian as if I don't forgive those who did wrong. Of course I do. I just don't respect people like this. It's my biggest issue. And just like I stated in the last video, if you want to change your life for God, Don't come to church. Don't come to the house of Jesus with this, oh, please save me. I'm a changed person. I'm not going to do it anymore. And yet, you're back out there doing the same stuff. If you really want to get baptized, you have to do it from the heart. Do it because you wanted to. Do it because God told you to. Do it because you mean it. If you really want to change, then do it. Don't be a hypocrite about it. So that's all I was saying from that TikTok video I did a few days ago. And yet somehow some agree with me, others will try to gaslight me. So I normally don't really reply to that. I just let certain comments speak for itself. And ever since I made that video, I'm not going to remove them. I'm just going to let them stay there, because this world is full of hypocrisy. How do you expect me to forgive someone who does adult films years ago, knowing that the internet is forever? Even if they try to change, even if they try to become Christian, the internet is forever. And whether they understand it or not, it's a lose-lose for everyone. Before I get back to the video, I found out that her whole family is Christian. They go to church all the time growing up, and she used to be doing things for the church community as, just being a normal family going to church every Sunday, doing church activities with other Christians and stuff like that. But she must have felt that since I'm an adult, I can just go ahead and sell myself and do OnlyFans, try to be like this person and that person out of rebellious. That's exactly what it seems like. She did adult films out of rebellious. Sad.
Because of her profession. And people are very much confused of if this is like a gimmick that she's using.
That's what I'm thinking.
She's just trying to do this for clout. If she's really like maybe going to make a turnaround.
Let me just say this though. Just because you're a Christian, that doesn't mean you have to believe in anything. Because when you see something that is a huge red flag, you have to pay fully attention to the signs of them trying to change, but we all know mentally and physically they're not there yet. I think she's doing this for clout. I think she's doing this for attention. Because if she was a really changed person, she would not be having people record her getting baptized on the phone. And I think she's doing this as a stunt to promote her OnlyFans. Why? Because someone told me, and someone just said that she still has OnlyFans in her account. She just got finished doing 2 scenes a few days ago. So you're telling me it's because a person who does OnlyFans, who got baptized one day and just say, you know what, I don't want to do it anymore. And yet I still have my account. My videos are still out there. You're telling me that we're supposed to forget about it? And y'all believe anything you see on social media without having a common knowledge and realize that these people are not for real. They're doing this to get attention. Come on, like, y'all don't think I know right from wrong? Because I know.
And the only reason I even know who this woman is because she went viral a while ago after doing, her 100 men in a day challenge, and was very beat up about it emotionally.
I think sometimes feeling so robotic, by the 30th, sometimes you disassociate and be like, it's not normal things at all. In my head right now, I can think of 5-6 guys.
I remember, I think last year I did a video on this, and I think it was rumored that she was pregnant, but she wasn't. I think she was doing that as a stunt. Bonnie Blue, I think she was pregnant too, but she also lied about it, and she wasn't pregnant the entire time. I think what these women like to do, they like to create stunts to get a rise out of people, to get a reaction out of people on social media. And her crying because she's trying to do what Bonnie Blue did, sleep with one bunch of men, 1,000 men in 24 hours, thinking that she could accomplish what she does. Not only is it dangerous, but it could also cause you to get something. Causes injury, causes you to get a certain disease that is not curable if you're not careful. Because what happens when you know what is not being taken care of? What happens if you don't take a shower and wash yourself every day? All because you live this type of lifestyle. You're cooked instantly. You are cooked. So her crying about it, have any sympathy for those who sell themselves online? No. I don't respect people like this. I never did. They want us to take seriously? No. They want us to take them seriously because of what they do? Miss me with that.
Now, the thing is that, her, I guess, trend to push the envelope. Like, she likes to do things that are, just from, obviously from what we're seeing, things that are going to make her stand out and compete and be like, like a Guinness World Record breaker kind of situation. And, even in the midst of that situation, you could see the defeat, all over her, because as much as women like to pretend as if they can pick, choose, and refuse, and that it doesn't affect them, and they couldn't care less, you can literally see the brokenness.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
Out of 100 people who have encountered you in your, inside of yourself, okay, 100 people have been in your body with you, and you can only remember 5 or 6. That's absurd. Absolutely absurd.
That's how you know her brain is fried with a bunch of testicles. You sleeping with 100 people, and you can only remember 5. Crazy work.
There was a lot of different questions that were being asked, and she kind of was trying to deflect a little bit and make it seem like, she's taking on the chin. Oh, I'm just tired. It's not really anything that's too heavy for me. I'm just tired.
How did you feel afterwards? How did you recover? Honestly, I mean, it didn't take me long to recover down there, but I was definitely exhausted. 14 hours of constant is tiring. I felt like I'd been hit by a bus, honestly. It was more my actual body was just aching.
As visibly upset as we saw her, okay, crying profusely, somebody having to console her, whatever, almost immediately after that, she was on, ready for the next challenge.
But my confusion was only added to in the days following our filming with Lily, as she announced to her fans that in February of 2025, she would be sleeping with 1,000 men in a single day to break the world record.
These are all the guys. Come on down with us. A very, very long line.
And they say we're supposed to forget about this.
So, obviously, like I said, she posts this clip on social media, of her being baptized again. I'll show you guys again so you guys can see. And, when I saw this clip going viral, I went on her social media and I saw these.
Here's the thing with me and where I come from. If you want to give your life to Christ, come to church, and we'll set you up for the Christian experience, or you want to be a member, and when that time comes, maybe 2 to 3 months from now, we'll set you up for your baptism for a Sunday worship service. Basically, from my experience being baptized back in 2008, I was very nervous. I didn't know or understand about baptism and stuff like that. But after doing some research and realized that what they do is they'll sometimes cover your face in water. They'll dip you and bring you back out. I didn't want to dip my whole face in there. They just dipped my head instead. And that's how I became baptized. And, when you try to do it during the day, well, not during the daytime, but Monday, Wednesday, or even Tuesday, during the weekdays and stuff like that, instead of on Sundays. And then you're recording yourself getting baptized. You expect us to just forget about it and treat you as such because you're a Christian now. when you could have been a Christian a long time ago, when you and your family, you just go to church every Sunday and do a lot of good things for the community. So what makes you think that we're supposed to take you seriously when you got older and you started selling yourself online? Come on, man. Like, these people, they drive me crazy doing stuff like this all the time. They're only doing this for clout and attention. Many people called out her hypocrisy and her BS on social media, just like I did when I made that video on TikTok. I'm not crazy. And like I said, the fact that people are trying to gaslight me and, to think that since you're a Christian, you're not going to forgive her. What for? She's still doing OnlyFans. As does everybody else that I've seen on TikTok, thinking that they're a changed person, but they're not. I know in the Bible it says that we're not supposed to judge or anything, but at this point, when you're going out, continuing doing stupid stuff like this, then you're going to be judged regardless. Come on, man. Like, the gaslighting is driving me crazy. I can't take it anymore.
Like these day in the life, like influencer things. And, she keeps saying that she's going to church while she's getting ready.
Get ready with me for church. I'm not going to wear too much for it just because it's church. Get ready with me for church. I think I'm just going to wear jeans or something chill then. And maybe just a stripy long top. I feel like it's going to be really cold. It always is super cold. And this cathedral that I go to is fucking huge.
So this was a very key clip, okay?
No.
Because she's saying, like, for the holidays that she usually goes to church or whatever the case is, because she doesn't get to go because she's working.
I'm telling y'all, the videos don't lie. And they always want to gaslight you. Like, I'm telling you, when you make a comment and you make a video about stuff like this on TikTok, so many Christian men and women will always comment and say, yeah, I agree with that, but the gaslighting part is what drives me crazy. The fact that she's putting on makeup, calling herself, trying to get ready to go to church, why does it seem like she's trying to promote her filthy content, promote her OF? And then she said that she couldn't go to church because she had to work, meaning that she has other scenes to shoot. So it's clear to me that she's doing OnlyFans still. I know I'm not the only one that thinks this.
It's in between Christmas and New Year because I never really have much on. Like, I don't get to go often because usually I'm so busy. I mean, I'm still working after.
So while it's being like publicized and people are on different, avenues of social media, she posted on TikTok, people are on Instagram, seeing it go viral. People are commenting like, oh, yes, good for you. And we're so happy for this change around and stuff like that. And that's not what's happening at all. Okay. It's not necessarily a gimmick. It's not, a ploy to say that she's turning her life around. It is saying that I am doing all that I am currently doing and going to do, but I'm also just adding this into the mix. She's basically saying she's multifaceted. Okay? That's what she's basically saying. Because I even went on her Instagram story, hence why I saw this, and, she was posting a plethora of things, kind of like advertising the same business.
Looking for drivers in the service.
Yeah, what did I tell you?
Hello?
She's promoting her OnlyFans. Bruh. Come on, y'all. And they're telling me I need to forget about this. They're trying to tell me that as a Christian, you shouldn't be judging people like this. Even if they see people getting baptized on social media, it's a way for us to forget about it, for them to forget about their past. No, it won't. It does not work like that. Your videos are put out forever. She's still doing this stuff even after she got baptized. And you calling me crazy for not thinking like this? What? And this is supposed to be somebody who is a changed woman, right? Where? Where at? Come on, man. Like, y'all know I'm right about all of this. Sad, bro. Doing this out of publicity.
People would think it's a gimmick. You know, she's done gimmicks before where she's, you know, pretended to be pregnant.
Yeah,
she's
I
done
remember
a lot
that.
of things, and she does a lot of things for the, attention and for the clout or whatever the case is, all to bring traction to whatever it is that she's actually doing. And, you know, what bothers me the most is not what she's doing with her own life. You know, it's her life, her prerogative. You know, everybody has their own journey. If that's what she want to do and who she want to be, you know, it's not me. Okay. But what bothers me is the young girls who watch this, who are still impressionable, who see, women like this do these things and have these multifaceted, kind of lifestyles, and then believe that, everything is all good. She bounced back, or at least pretended that she bounced back after the aftermath of her, breaking down and emotionally crying from the situation.
For the weak girls, if I'm honest, it was hard.
And, and she's still parading around like this is just the perfect, the great lifestyle. And, there's no problem with it at all. And it sends a lot of toxic messaging out there. And these young girls see it. They see the lifestyle. They see the money. They see the likes on social media. They see all these things, and it's desirable to them, but they really don't know the cost for it.
Sat here on a Sunday, I am feeling a little bit more lonely. My friends have all got boyfriends, and I'm like, I see a comment and people are like, oh, no one's ever going to marry you or something like that. And that can definitely, make me feel a little bit like, oh, God, have I chose the wrong career?
I do believe that, she does have her own...
BS. Just because she has feelings, that means that we're supposed to forget about what she's doing in her life. When you put stuff like this on the internet, I understand that's forever. And now she's got boyfriends want to come to her house and smash her. And the fact that their girlfriends are allowing their beta male boyfriends to smash a 304. It's like this world has no respect for itself anymore. What is going on?
Okay. I do believe she feels something towards the situation.
No,
but
she doesn't.
She's always gonna act like, nah, I'm cool, ain't no problem.
No, she doesn't.
Because what else she gonna do? Right? The world done seen everything. Is she gonna quit and go get a regular job? I highly doubt it.
No.
I highly doubt that she's gonna do that.
No, she's not.
And, in these, I don't even know, in these kind of businesses, there's probably contracts and all kind of stuff that goes along with it. It's a mess. It's a mess. And, just to be clear, sometimes the way how people be, portraying certain church or, religious values and the balance of, you can wear what you want. You can do what you want. And, everything is fine because everything, come as you are. Because of that, it also creates this space where, people just join the two, right? Over here and doing this, and also very much for the world, and just join the two. And again, that toxic messaging.
Shout out to River TV for this awesome video. Like I said, I don't believe this woman is changed at all. She's doing this out of publicity. She's still doing her OnlyFans content as a promotion for how many guys that she wants to bang on OnlyFans. She's not a Christian, and she's not a changed woman, because like you've seen, after she got baptized, she's still doing worldly stuff. Because where I come from, like I said, if you want to get baptized, you have to be committed as far as doing stuff for God. Like, for instance, I remember I've always gone to church every Sunday, every regular services a few times or whatever. I've always sit there and listen to every preacher preach the word of gospel until my pastor called me and he wanted me an advocate for those with autism that can't speak, that don't have a voice. And I didn't want to do that. Instead, I chose a different route, which is why I wanted to be an usher. And I think ushering was the best decision I've ever made in my life because it became easy. It kept me distracted. It kept me busy. I mean, at least I still got to do whatever I want. You know, I took a break. I sat down. I agreed. But I still did my job as an usher. Because God called me to do ushering in a church. And I have no regrets. I've been doing it since what? 2024? Yeah, 2024. And I ain't never stopped ever since. Because I love my church. I love what I do. I love serving God. You know what I'm saying? Because I just love Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is the best. But people like her, on the other hand, I feel like they're doing this to try to get attention. Doing this whole get ready with me to go to church thing. She's not really a Christian, because if she was, she wouldn't be doing it. And I'm sorry to say this though, but when people say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, I don't believe it. Because without people being called out for their own nonsense, for their own issues, you're going to allow them to do whatever they want to do. Accountability is kryptonite to these people. And whether they understand it or not, they're going to continue to just go down the wrong path. I'm not crazy. I knew exactly what I was talking about the day I made that video on TikTok. I was right about everything. And people in that comment section try to gaslight me. I just don't reply to them because they're lying themselves. Once again, shout outs to River TV. And if you enjoy what I have to say, link will be in the description. And yeah, I'm out here.